I'm Buzz Luttrell, and this is CIO Update, an ongoing series of news stories for CIOs by CIOs. Today, we go to two California companies who seemed to have insurmountable problems getting their remote offices connected until they discovered server-based computing with Citrix. Recent surveys show that today almost 2/3 of the nation's workers are not at headquarters. In the past, those remote workers just couldn't keep up with headquarters because it was too costly to provision and manage their IT needs at widely scattered offices. But now, Citrix Remote Office Connectivity Solutions unify the workforce wherever they are. It happens through a server-based computing software called MetaFrame, where remote workers connect securely to all their data and applications stored on central servers, not on their desktop PCs. For two companies in the San Francisco Bay Area, the Citrix solution was a revelation. First, the story from ABM. It started over 90 years ago in San Francisco as American Building Maintenance. They're now a $2 billion company with over 60,000 employees in 33 states. Their work?
Janitorial and supply, all the way through mechanical, elevator, lighting, parking, security services, and engineering services.
That kind of diversification came after decades of buying other companies with offices scattered all over the country. How did that affect IT?
It was a mess. It was a hodgepodge. We had about 1/3 of our users had one form of email or another. About 1 out of 5 had file sharing capabilities. We had about every type of network architecture you could name.
Lackey oversaw 20 different data centers, 8 different IT groups, and 200 offices averaging 6 or 7 persons. PCs were everywhere, marching to their own drummer. Then, a system integrator introduced him to server-based computing with a live demonstration.
I was so excited that I literally reached over and I bit the fella next to me's shoulder, and I said, I've got to call our chairman about this. And I walked out of the room and I called our chairman and I said, Martin, you have got to see this. We've got the solution that we've been looking for.
ABM now runs on Citrix. As they continue to buy more companies, what's it like being connected? When ABM purchased a company in Hawaii, they were able to get the new office online, running enterprise applications using Citrix in a matter of hours, not days or weeks. For ABM, that kind of rapid connectivity and application deployment means faster growth. Faster growth because integrating systems becomes amazingly easy. How easy?
Since the implementation of Citrix, bringing new organizations on board literally was a matter of turning a switch.
For ABM, the hot buttons for IT have been ERP integration, time to deployment of new apps and upgrades, and overall user satisfaction. And Lackey keeps score on his wall of wins.
The wall of wins is just a way for me to express back to my employees some of the good things that happen over the course of a day when somebody goes out of their way to help a user on a Sunday. The single biggest advantage of Citrix's remote office connectivity solution is the fact that I can serve one person with the same service level for the same cost as I can serve 10.
With an additional benefit that doesn't show up on the books.
To unify your enterprise, make your organization one.
How much money did ABM save?
Just under $3.9 million per year implementing Citrix in our organization.
Impressive savings from not having to upgrade PCs, reducing the number of servers in remote offices, and from streamlining IT administration and support of remote office networks. Another Citrix customer across the bay in Walnut Creek faced similar challenges with its remote offices. Westaff, a worldwide service company providing temporary staffing, depends on its remote offices to service the needs of some 25,000 client companies. Andrew Zollers is Westaff's IT manager.
In the past, when we were rolling out a new application, we had to basically send individuals out to all of our branches to do the installation. We didn't change too often because it was such a painful experience.
West staff implemented a thin client environment with a central server farm running Citrix. It's made a big difference for both West staff and its customers.
I believe remote office connectivity from Citrix provides a great advantage to us. We have now the ability to manage everything that the field users want to do. Our customers are served better because now all of our branches share all of their customers and all of their employees.
And security? With Citrix, vital company data resides on secure MetaFrame servers where it can be managed, monitored, and backed up every day. Obviously a huge advantage over storing data on individual hard drives and servers scattered throughout an enterprise. We also spoke with Bob Cormier, a consultant with the Giga Information Group. They'd just finished a study of companies using Citrix remote office connectivity solutions.
Based on the research that Giga did and the interviews with the 5 companies, we determined that those 5 companies were seeing significant benefits associated with server-based computing, specifically MetaFrame 1.8 and MetaFrame XP technologies.
First, their return on investment over 3 years
Was between 70 and 191%, which is very significant for any IT technology investment. Companies using or migrating to server-based computing solutions have a tremendous benefit, especially if those companies are growing geographically and or have existing remote locations where there are lots of users across many computing environments.
I wouldn't work anywhere else in my entire career that didn't have Citrix. It's been a revolutionary thing for me and my department and for this company. It's really changed the way I go about my job.
Thank you for joining us today on CIO Update. And join us again for more stories showing how Citrix is a smarter way to work for deploying applications, connecting remote offices, for workforce mobility and business continuity. For Citrix Systems, I'm Buzz Luttrell.